it's Connie from Prosperity Finance. Today I'm going to share with you a common asked question. Now, a typical scenario is, let's say you're looking to borrow to buy your first home. Your spouse or your partner is not working. So sometimes we get asked, can I apply by myself so that we can borrow more? Now, if the other half is not working, not getting any income at all, maybe because he or she is looking after family, looking after kids, they're not working at the moment. Now, in that case, actually, you won't borrow more. Because on the application form, when you apply for a home loan, there's a marital status you have to declare. If you tick a married or defective relationship, then the bank needs to know the other half's income status. Now, as long as they have an income, that's okay. But if they don't have an income, by excluding them from the application, it doesn't mean you can borrow more because they become a dependent. Therefore, your income still have to cover the whole family living expense before you can borrow a home loan. So it's no different from co-borrow with your partner. And also on the other side of a coin, if you exclude your partner or your spouse now, just trying to borrow more, down the track, once your partner start working, maybe the kids grow up, they don't need to stay home as much as they used to be, and they start working, and then you want to buy another property, you need to rely on your partner's income to borrow more. In that case, actually, if you don't have their name on the title for the first house, it may have some disadvantage. For example, you can't split banks, right? And there's a lot of other things also have a negative impact if you exclude your partner now, but include them for the future home loan applications. So in summary, if the other half is not working, but later they plan to return to work, you plan to borrow more later on, maybe upgrade home or buy investment property, it's probably better to include your partner in the current application. If the other half is working but maybe can't provide evidence, such as they are self-employed but they don't have a financial report, or they receive income in cash, they can't prove to the bank, then maybe you can borrow more just as a sole borrower. So it depends on the situation. So it's not always the case you can borrow more by applying on your own. So the best is to find it out from an expert like us, and then we can give you advice based on your current situation and the future plan, help you to make a good decision. Right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your patience. If you find this content useful, please feel free to share with your family and friends so they can benefit from that as well. I will see you next time. Bye for now.